Well, hello there, girls and guys. We are today going to get the disc of the red flying cloud, and it is a mount that is in Pandaria that you get by getting exalted with the Lorewalkers faction. And supposedly it only takes about an hour, so I thought it'd be fun to bring you along the journey with me, since I don't have this mount yet and I really want it. So it is very similar to the mage class mount, actually. So if you're not a mage, but you'd like to be able to fly around on a cloud, this mount might be for you. So let's get started, and don't forget, if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is go to Pandaria. You do need to be a level 85 to get to Pandaria, but you want to at least be level 90. It'll make it go so much faster, and that way you can just fly to the places. It'll be a lot quicker. Yeah, so let's go to Pandaria. Okay, so now that we are in Pandaria, you need to have an add-on called Paste and another add-on called TomTom. So once you get those installed, there are lots of videos on YouTube on how to get those installed, how to use them, but it's pretty simple. Once you have them in your add-on list, I'll just show you real quick. You've got Paste right here and TomTom right here. So you're going to Paste. You do first need to, let's see if I can show you this. This is our list of waypoints that I've made, and I will post this bigger on the screen for you for a second, and I'll also put all the waypoints in the video description below. What you'll do is you'll just copy all of this, and then you will go back into the game, into this paste add-on, and you'll do Control V. TomTom is already configured to know that if there's a \way and then a space, that this is what we want it to look at. So once you put this in here, you'll see these little waypoints and it tells us where to go. I'm also posting up here, hopefully you can see it, a mini map of the route that we're going to take. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start in Kun-Lai Summit, and I'm going to make note, I'm not going to obviously do this in real time, so I'll cut out flying time and whatnot, but I'm going to keep track of the time that it takes to do this so that you'll have a better idea of how long it's going to take you. So right now it is exactly 6:45, so we'll see how long this takes. So the first one that we're going to go to is at 4561, or 45.76 and 61.9 if you want to be more precise. It's right here on the map. I did move the mini map down to the bottom because it was covering the big map, and I wanted you to be able to see the big map as well. Okay, so we are here, and what we're looking for is these different statues. Let me zoom out a little bit. Do you see how when I hovered over this, there's a magnifying glass? That's what our biggest way of knowing that we're here. So we'll go down, and what we're going to do is we're going to click on each of these things, and it's going to eventually mail us reputation tokens that then we're going to use at the end to get them out. So here's our first one. Let's click on it. And we also got an achievement. We will get several achievements along the way, which is really cool because bonus. So this one is called the Hoven Ravage, and it's going to go for Hosen in the Mist. So this is our first one. We'll be getting all the rest of these, as well as most of the rest of these. So there's our first one. Yay, one down and only 43 to go. So, okay, so the next one, we are going to go up. It is north up the mountain, and it will be at 4452. Okay, so we're here. Here is the scroll we need to click on, and we got a part of another achievement, which is part 2 of the 7 burdens of Shanghai, or however you say that. Okay, so our next one is going to be, sorry, I misspoke. This one was at 4351. The next one that we're going to is 4452. Sorry about that. Okay, and it is really close. Some of these, they really do a good job of hiding them, but that's the purpose of, it's supposed to be a little bit of a challenge. If it was just super simple, you would just be able to buy it and not have to work for it. Here we are, right here on all the way at the top of the mountain. These ones are so close together. Sometimes TomTom has a hard time figuring out where things are when they put the waypoints really close together. So this part of the video is probably confusing the hell out of you. And I'm sorry for that. Okay, so that one was for Ray Yun the Blind, and it goes towards Legend of the Brewfathers. Okay, so the next one that we're going to is at 4042. And we should just be about here. Okay, and here is our scroll. And we got part 7 of the Emperor's Burden. Okay, our next one is going to be at 5246. Let's head on over there. So this one is going to be down inside of this cavern. Right now we are at 5347. And here is our scroll right here. Apparently don't step on the bad parts of the floor. And we got achievement progress towards Valley of the Emperors. I think you're not supposed to ever jump on the red ones because they're like instant death. So not recommended. And our next one will be up here at 6340. Let's look around. There it is, hidden behind this little gong. And we got achievement progress towards victory in Kun-Lai. So next we are going to go down to the Temple of the White Tiger. Point is, looks like it's somewhere around 6747. You can see on the map where we are, right next to the Flight Master. And an achievement of part 6 of the Emperor's Burden. Show you again where we are. Okay, so now we are going to go south down to here that we set at 7163. It's really nice too that you can kind of see them better because you see this like blue glow that kind of helps you find them. And once you click on it, the blue glow light goes away. So that helps you to know like if you've already found that particular scroll, so that in case you accidentally go back to one that you've already found, you'll already know if you found it or not, so that you're not like re-clicking on things that you don't need. So, okay, so this one is right here. So the last one for Kun-Lai, 7483, way down here on this little island, and let's head over there now. Okay, now we're here. Okay, so it's inside this building here. So it's right over here behind this little fish statue. And we got that, and achievement progress towards roll call. And you can see where we are down here. That was the final one for Kun-Lai Summit. Next we're going to go to the Veiled Stair. And an update, right now it is 7:03. And we started this at 6:45. But like the first probably 10 minutes I was trying to figure out why the add-on wasn't working. Although I promise you it usually does work, and it's a super helpful add-on. And I mean, as you've seen, it has given us some of the waypoints. It's just gotten confused on some of them because apparently the descriptions like were confusing to it because of some battleground is what the chat box said. So I don't know what that's all about because I don't do battlegrounds. But anyway, okay, so this one we need to go in the cave connecting the zones, the Veiled Stair. Let's mount up and head on over there. I'll see you there. So as you can see, we are headed into where the waypoint is. If you look, there's a cave down there, and that's where we need to go. We need to go into the cave. Okay, so this one is going to be hidden pretty well. This little part right here where it says the Veiled Area, and as you can see, the outside, we would just fly directly down from Kun-Lai Summit, and we're going to go into this cave. When we get in here, we're going to turn right down to another little corridor, and then we're going to turn left, and it's over here amongst all these little bad guys. Let's click on that, and we got achievement progress, the Defiant. Okay, so we came out of the cave, and we're going into the Jade Forest. As soon as it tells us that we're in there, I'm going to try to reset the waypoint. Oh, it's because there's two different Jade Forests, one in High Mountain, which is on the Broken Isles, and one that's in Pandaria. So that is something that I will fix before I post this in the video description. You have to have colon Pandaria. So let's fix that right now. There we go, that worked. Okay, so I don't know how to redo that part of the video at this point because now our timing is off, but it's currently 7:10. We're going to subtract about probably 10 minutes off of that first part. So we're gonna say now that we started at 6:55. Okay, so it's currently been 15 minutes. Not too bad. All right, so let's go to our first one now that we have our waypoint set. Okay, so our first one, we're going to skip back up north a little bit. We're going to go to 2628. And if you can see it down here, this little TomTom arrow actually points you in the right direction, which is really helpful. Okay, so we got another part of Hosen's Beach, and we are currently right here at 2628. So the next place we're going to go is right down here. Two that are really close together, one at 3530 and one at 3730. So I will see you when I get there. So our first one is down here where this building and stuff are. It's back here by this tree. We got part of the first monks. And right now we are right here. Now we're going to skip right next door and go to the next one, which is up a little bit, this little path. We're just going to click on this statue. I don't know why he's not lit up, but he's part of an additional achievement, which are optional, but you should do them anyway because you never know what could be important. Now we're going to go northeast a little bit up to the Tian Monastery, and this is at 4217. This one's nice and easy to find. It's all lit up. Click on it. And we got part of Spirit Binders. Okay, so next we are headed way over here to Windward Isle, and it will be at 6729. So that's going to be a little bit longer of a flight, so we'll skip ahead. This one is just down here on the beach around all of these guys that are fighting each other and hopefully will leave us alone. And we got part of the Sirach, which leads to the achievement between a Sirach and a hard place or something like that. Play on words. Okay, so I'll show you exactly where we are right here. And next we are going to go over to Dawn's Blossom at 4745. See you in a sec. This one is right here in the middle of this little pond. I'll show you a little panoramic view of where we are at. And we'll just come over here and click on this little guy. And we got part 1 of the Emperor's Burden. I really hope that you guys can hear me okay. It's 111 degrees today, and that's not an exaggeration. So the AC is running and it is super loud, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to try to boost this volume and this audio as much as I can, but there's only so much I can do, so bear with me, and I'm really sorry. Hopefully, if the audio is too horrible, you can mute it, and I'll have arrows and stuff on maps, like on the screen, so that you can do it without audio. I don't know how this is going to turn out. It might be a disaster, but I just really wanted to get this video out here and get this mount and show you guys how to do it too. So, all right, let's get on with it. Next, we're going to head down to this little section by the Temple of the Jade Serpent at 5556. It's right here outside of this dungeon. As you can see, the portal here to go into the dungeon that's here. We just want to go right here. And we got part 3 of the Emperor's Burden. So here we are right here. And next we are going to head down to the southeast, 6687, which is going to be at Moonwater Retreat. It's going to be a long flight, as you can see, so I'll see you when I get there. Okay, so we're just about there. We're going to go down. I'll give you kind of a panoramic view of this beautiful Pandaria. Is there any place in the world of Warcraft that's more beautiful than Pandaria? I might have to fight you if you say there's anything else, because I really think Pandaria is the prettiest. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so it is right here in the middle of this like swamp thing. And we'll just click on this little boy. And we got achievement progress, water smithing. Show you where we are down here at Moonwater Retreat, where you can go on a paradise vacation. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so next we're going to head over to Krasarang Wilds, which I don't know if I'm totally butchering the name of that, but anyway, it's going to be over here by Zoo's Watch, and it's going to be at 8111. I'll see you over there. Okay, so we're just about here, and As you can see, we are at 8111. I think it's going to be here up this little mountain to the top. This is another one where it's not a scroll. You actually click on the statue itself. So there we go. Achievement earned, Legend of the Brew Father. So we discovered each of the 3 Brew Fathers shrines in Pandaria, and we got all 3 of those, and those were the ones that we clicked on the actual like statues instead of the scroll. So next we're going to make a little bit of a detour up to the Valley of the Four Winds. We're going to head up here to Ping Steep and go to 8321. Okay, so we are here at Ping Steep, and we are going to just go down over here to the side of this little building, I don't know what you'd call it, little shack, and click on the scroll. And we got achievement progress, Embrace the Passions. And just an update, it's 7:30, which means that we've been doing this for about 35 minutes. So next we're just going to hop right over to just below the Pools of Purity at 6134. It's going to be right over here where this little fish fountain is. Click on that, and we got achievement progress for the water speakers. Now we are going to head just south a little bit to Half Hill, where we'll be going to 5547. And this one is right here up the steps of these little buildings, right kind of in the middle of Half Hill. Click on it, and we got achievement progress towards a most famous billow sail. Next we are going to head back to Krasarang Wilds, down to 7231, which is right to the east of the incursion. That sounds mysterious. And I decided to turn off the waypoint arrow because it was pointing me in directions where I didn't want to go. So I said, no, I'm going to be rebellious. I can do it myself. So we are right here, and it is this right in front of this big statue of this crazy little Pandaran old man. Right here on the beach. I'll show you exactly where on the map. Right here to the right of the incursion. Click on the scroll, and we got an achievement progress towards waiting for the turtle. There's also something here. It's kind of an announcement. I don't know if this does anything, but I'm going to click on it anyway because I happen to be right here, so why not? Okay, so next we are going to go over to just where the ruins of Dojan, maybe? I don't know. It's at 5031. It'll alert you by this crazy red highlighting of this little guy that's this like water spirit or something that's tied up, or I don't know what kind of craziness is going on here, but we're not going to ask any questions because I don't know if we want the answers. So we're just going to go over here and click on the scroll and be done with it. And we got an achievement progress towards the Lost Dynasty. Next, we are going to head all the way down here, even below Naeli's Lagoon, to this little island, which is like at the very bottom of Krasarang Wilds, and it is at 5287. So we're just about here, and it's over on this little island. I just wanted to show you kind of a panoramic view of what's going on, because sometimes just telling someone coordinates is not very helpful. So I'm really trying to make this video as helpful as possible, and if I don't give you all of the views, it might be too confusing. So I'm hoping that this is helping. I don't have anything to go by other than the list of waypoints. I've never done this before. I've never watched any videos. I don't even know if there are videos. There probably somebody has made some somewhere, but I haven't watched any. So I'm doing this along with you right now. And so hopefully this is helping. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so it's inside of this cave. And we click on it, and we actually finished the achievement for Hosen in the Mist, which was to get these 4 different scrolls, and we finished it. So yay! Another one bites the dust. Now we're going to head up to Temple of the Red Crane, which is going to be at 4056. Okay, so we are just about here. Let's figure out where this one is. I just flew around to find it because I wasn't sure if it was inside or not. It is inside. So let me show you how to kind of, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but what is the word? Like directionalize yourself. I don't know what the word is. But anyway, here's the front of the Temple of the Red Crane. Okay, so you can see this weird white thing that has this Shaw guy in it and crane statue. We're going to go to the right of that. And there's going to be a little balcony. that we are going to land on, because once we get in there we can't fly. So we'll land on it. Then we're going to come over here, and it is right here. Just like take a right, and then it's right there. So we'll click on that and progress towards part 4 of the Emperor's Burden. So we have 2 left in Krasarang Wilds, so let's go back out to the balcony so that we can mount up again. And we're going to do both of these in order. We're going to do 30, 38, and then up to 32, 29, and then head back into Valley of the Four Winds. And it is right here on the side of this temple. Click on that, and we got the achievement Fishtails, which was to get these 4 scrolls. And since we're here, we're going to go in and kill this rare just because there are achievements towards killing a bunch of different rares in Pandaria, so we might as well do that at the same time. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not that I really like that phrase, because that seems kind of mean to just be killing birds for no reason or for your own personal profit and gain, but it's a phrase. I didn't come up with it, so whatever. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, so next we're going to go up to 3229. And it is just right here, just a hop, skip, and a jump from where we just were on this big rock behind the waterfall. See this pretty little waterfall? And we'll click on that. And we got achievement progress towards the last stand. Now we're going to head up to Valley of the Four Winds and go to 3463. Wow, that's a glitch. What is happening? Wow, glitching out. Fun stuff. Let's try going over the waterfall. There we go. All better. So this is Storm Stout Brewery. I have a really hard time with those words. We're just going to go right here to 3463. And as you can see, it's right here where all of these buildings are, just outside on this little I don't know what these little things are called, but anyway, it's just right here. And that was progress towards the Wandering Widow. So next we are going to head right over here to Stoneplow, which is going to be 2055. And it is right here on this little ledge, this deck of this building. And we finished the achievement Ballad of Blue Lane, where we got these 4 different scrolls. So next we're going to head north and go to 1831. Okay, and we are here at 1831, which is just north of, I'm gonna butcher this name, Powquan Hollow, I think. And our scroll is just right here in the backyard of this little house, right bordering a lakeside view. Click on it and progress towards the Pandaren fighting tactics. Now we are finished with Valley of the Four Winds, and we are going to head over to the Dread Wastes. And the first place we are going to go is right down here at Lake of Stars at 6760. And it's going to be just right here behind these rocks. And we finished the achievement Between a Sirach and a Hard Place, which is a really clever name. I like that. Next, we are going to head just northwest a little bit to 5955. And this is basically just right on the other side of this same Lake of Stars. And we're right here next to the statue of, what is this? A praying mantis, maybe? I was going to say a mantis praying, but hey, praying mantis. Okay, so we'll click on this and progress towards Mantic Society. Show you where we are. And next, we are going to head another bit northwest up here to 4832. Okay, so this one, we've got all these huge bugs, some kind of like castle enclosure. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this crazy place, but it is called the Clutches of Shekzir, and once again it's at 4832. Right over here, like amongst all this chaos going on, I don't know what's going on here. I don't think I want to. But we click on that and we have achievement towards Cycle of the Mounted. Next we are going to head directly west, which is at 3532. And it's going to be right in the middle of this Heart of Fear place, it looks like, which looks like some kind of, not castle, but I don't know, shrine place, I don't know, underneath maybe a big tree. I don't know what that symbol is supposed to be. I guess we'll see when we get there. Okay, so this one is right here at another praying mantis statue amongst, looks like some kind of bug castle. I don't know. But yeah, we were right. It is like a shrine castle thing underneath a huge tree. So I guess the picture was pretty accurate. We'll click on that and we have progress towards the Empress. Show you on the map where we are. Exactly. And now we are almost done with the Dread Waste. We are going to head back northeast to 5315. So we're going to 5210. Having a little bit of trouble finding this one. I think it might actually be down inside this tree. I guess we'll find out inside the Amber Vault. Yep, it's right there on the other side. They put some sneaky ones in here that are kind of hard to find sometimes. So we'll click it and we finish the achievement Heart of the Mantid Swarm. So we are right in here just northeast of Corvus. There is a flight master right nearby called Sunset Brew Garden, so that's kind of a nice landmark for you to, once again, I don't know what the word is, but directionalize yourself. Next place we're going to go up to Townlong Steps. It'll be way over here at the by the Valis Injustice Quartermaster at Nyuzao Temple, and it is at 3762. Boy, it's starting to get kind of dark in this room. Should I turn on the light? Would that help? Oh boy, that's way too bright. Sorry about the lighting. It's kind of weird in here because it's at that strange time of day where the sun is setting, but it's not quite set yet, so it's like light on one side of the house and dark on the other, and that's why there's probably like a weird glare on my face. I don't know. Here we are at that temple that I don't know how to pronounce. Right here in the middle of this temple. Panoramic view here. Click on it and we got achievement progress part 5 for the Emperor's Burden. Okay, so next we are going to go up to just south of Fire Camp Asul, and it is at 6550. See you there. Okay, so it's right over here by this totem, and we'll just click on that and progress towards dominance. Bring up the map, we're right here, and the last one for Townlong Steps is going to be over here by Hatred's Vice at 8472. We are at Hatred's Vice, 8472. Here we are, and our scroll is right here by this little teepee. And we got progress towards Trapped in a Strange Land. Okay, so we are now done with Townlong Steps, and we're going to head over to the last land that we need to work with, which is Vale of Eternal Blossom. The first place in the Vale that we will be going is right over the wall at Kun-Lai Halls, and it is at 2621. This one is super easy to find. It's just at the Ruins Rise. And it's just this statue over here, which I don't really know what this is. Kind of looks like half orc, half Pandaren, holding a staff of some sort. I don't know, but actually there's something to click on down here. Rune Stone. I don't know what that did for us, but it gave us increases crit chance by 5% and crit damage by 10%. So I guess if you are going to be fighting people, that would be really cool little bonus to get. But anyway, we're going to click on the scroll next to the statue, and we got achievement towards Together We Are Strong. How true that is. So we are currently right here, like I said, and we are at 2621. So the next one that we need to go to is south, which is down here at 4077, and right underneath the Mistfall Village. Okay, so this one is right here outside of this. I don't know what these places are called. Palace, maybe? Anyway, it's just right outside of it on the right hand side. And we earned the achievement, The Dark Heart of the Mogu. So there was 4 different ones and we got all of those. So we're finished with that achievement. And next, we are going to go to, hop, skip, and a jump over here to 5268. So I'll see you there. Okay, so we're right here, and it's just right here in this little corner of this wall, this broken down wall. Kind of show you a panoramic view. I just go down and click on the scroll. We finished the achievement, What is Worth Fighting For? And there was 5 of these ones, so we got all 5 of them. And I'll show you on the map where we are. We are just to the right, which is east of Tu Shen Burial Ground. So we only have 2 left. It's exciting. So somehow we did miss one, and so I'm just going to go back up and grab it really quick. It was in Kun-Lai Summit, and it's pretty much where the first one we would have started from, but for some reason we didn't get credit for it. So I'm going to go back over and click on it again real quick just to get credit for it. It is at 5079, and so we're just going to rectify that problem. Because I am a completionist, I don't know about you, but I do not like things not being all the way done. Okay, so here it is, right here at 5079, and it's right here by this totem. There we go. Now we got Yangol Tactics, and we finished off the achievement, The Song of Yangol. I am probably saying that word totally wrong, but sorry. Okay, so now we are going to go finish the rest of it. Okay, so our final scroll is going to be at 6844, right outside of Mogushan Palace, which is where all of this is actually going to come to a head, as you'll see in a minute. It's right here in the middle of all of this Sha nonsense going on. We're going to click on that. We finished the 7 burdens of Xiao Hao. Now we need to go where we can find a mailbox. So since I'm Alliance, I'm just gonna head right over here to the Shrine of the 7 Stars so that I can check my mail, because that's where we're gonna get the reputation tokens. Okay, so as you can see here at my mailbox, I have a whole bunch of these special gifts from Laura Walker Cho. And these are for each of the different achievements that we got. So if you remember, we had Between a Sirach and a Hard Place, Fishtails, Heart of the Mantid Swarm, Hosen in the Mist, The Ballad of Lu Lang, The Dark Heart of the Mogu, 7 Burdens of Shao, it doesn't show me the rest of it, The Song of Yangol, and What is Worth Fighting For. So I'm going to go ahead and collect them all. Now that I have them all in my bag, I'm going to fly back over to Mogushan Palace and find Lore Walker Cho. Now we don't want to go in this middle one because this is where the dungeon is, but if we fly up to the top, we can go into this little room, and this is where we're going to find him in the Seat of Knowledge. Now here he is over here, and he is a quest giver. Now each of these things that are in our bag are actually quests that we're going to turn into him. So let's just start opening and accepting those. Say accept, accept. So between a Sirach and a Hard Place and Fishtails. Next we're going to accept Heart of the Mantid Swarm, and then accept Hosen in the Mist, and accept the Ballad of Lu Lang, and accept the Dark Heart of the Mogu, and accept the 7 Burdens of Xiao Hao, and accept the Song of Yangol. Last but not least, What is Worth Fighting For. Okay, so now that we have accepted all of those, we get to turn them into him. So we'll start with the Song of Yangol. Now he is going to go through a little story thing. If you don't want to listen to it, I've heard that you can actually skip through this by, while he's telling his story, log out and log back in, and that resets it, and then you can turn in the next quest, and you keep doing that. But I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to sit through it, but I won't have you watch the whole thing. I don't know if you want to. Maybe I don't know. I'll decide later if I want to actually put this in the video or not. I might put it in, and then I don't think we can skip anymore, but I don't know. I might put it in and just see if there's a way to let you skip it but not skip the rest of the video. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. Yeah, so I'm going to sit through all the stories, and you just go and get a drink and come back, or just move the cursor ahead for a little bit until we're all done with the storytelling, or I don't know. But anyway. Yeah. So, okay, so see you in a few. Okay, so we'll turn in the next one. See the 7 Burdens of Xiao Hao. And now he's going to go through that story. Okay, time to turn in another one. So let's turn in the Dark Heart of the Mogu. So I kind of feel like we're missing a lot. I'll just show in this video turning it in because what you're really going for is the mount. You don't really care about the lore, probably. I will do this again on another character and record the cinematics with the audio in, and then it won't be affected by the air conditioner being so loud in here, and just make a new video about that. Does that sound okay? Okay, so let's go through the rest of the quests. Next we'll turn in the Ballad of Lu Lang. So that one was a really interesting story actually, and it goes along with what you find in the Pandaran starting zone. So I think that I will include that with all of these cinematics, and you'll kind of have the whole background of the Pandarian lore. So yeah, that'll go better as a big group for its own little video. So, okay, so let's turn in the rest of these quests. Next we will turn in Hosen in the Mist. Okay, so now we're going to turn in Heart of the Mantid Swarm. Okay, we're getting closer, only 3 to go. Let's go for Fishtails. Now we will turn in Between a Sirach and a Hard Place. Ooh, we just got exalted with the Lore Walkers, so technically you can stop here, but let's keep going. And finally, we are going to do the last one, which is What is Worth Fighting For? Okay, so we should be all done now. And now that we are exalted with the Lore Walkers, let's check on that real quick. Clicking on Reputation, scrolling down to Mist of Pandaria, and here we have the Lore Walkers exalted. So now what we need to do is there's a vendor right over here on the same floor. She's sitting on the floor reading something, so we're just going to click on her. She says hello, and here we go. It's the Disc of the Red Flying Cloud. So that is going to be our mount. It costs 480 gold, so let's buy that. There's also a bunch of other things that you can buy from them, like a tabard if you like the tabards, just different stuff. There's a music roll in case you have, I'm going to go ahead and buy that, in case you have the garrison jukebox. Back in Warlords of Draenor when you had the garrisons, if you got the jukebox, which I'm actually going to still make a video on, I have not gotten around to it, and now we're like all the way into Legion, and I don't know if it matters to anyone anymore, but I go back to my garrison a lot, and so I'm gonna make a video on how to get the jukebox, because I love the fact that I can make the music play whatever I want. So anyway, that's for a different video on a different day, and that is coming eventually, but obviously it's not a top priority because it's old content. But anyway, I went ahead and bought that anyway so that I can listen to that when I go back, because it is the Song of Lu Lang, which is a beautiful song. It's my favorite song in all of the soundtracks of WoW. It's amazing. So that's a good one to get. But anyway, let's go out and learn our mount. We will learn it. It is so dark in here now, it's ridiculous. And this is what it looks like. I don't know why they call it red. I don't really see any red on it, but that's pretty cool. I really like it, and obviously I'm playing a monk. This character is a monk, so she doesn't get the cool little mage class mount, so this is a really nice comparison to that. Any character on your account is going to be able to use it, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's finish off this video with, I really hope that you enjoyed this. Oh, we need to make track of the time. So it is currently 9:07, and when did we start this? We started at 6:45. So that is quite a lot longer than 1 hour that some people told me that it would be. Practically 2.5 hours, but a huge part of that was all the storytelling at the end. That took a long time. And it also was travel time, and it was also times when I couldn't quite figure out where it was. Hopefully with my videos showing you more about where things are, you won't have as much trouble, since I was going by nothing but waypoints. I didn't have any kind of frame of reference to tell me exactly where things were. That took longer, obviously, too. All in all, I'm sure you could do this in well under 2.5 hours. It just, I wanted to sit through the stories. So here's your cool mount. So I'll see you again in a second. So I hope that this video was helpful and that you enjoy your new disc of the red flying cloud mount. So if you liked this video, remember to subscribe for more videos about WoW that I love doing, and to comment and share and give it a thumbs up. So I hope you're all having a great day, and let me know what you'd like to see next. If you have any special requests, I would love to hear about it. And yeah, I think that's it for me today. So have a great day. Love you all. Bye.